I like Claude run my entire property management business, and I do have over 800 units, but every single day I'm heavily relying on it so that it doesn't actually consume a lot of my time. And in today's video, I'm going to review everything from how I design the workflow, how I design the agent with the prompt that I'm using, and more importantly, how much time is actually saving me and the interaction between myself, tenants, landlords, and the vendors, so that you can see everything from high level all the way to the details. And at the end of this video, you're going to know exactly how you can use Claude to be running your day-to-day operation as a property manager or real estate investor. Let's dive right into this. The very first thing that we need to do is to identify exactly what the current flow is. So by looking at this chart, on the left-hand side, you're going to see that without an agent, this is the workflow for all the property manager in general. So without an AI agent, typically the tenants will send you a maintenance request through text message, call, sometimes a proto or email. And you need to really through their message, understand the issue, and do a very basic troubleshooting. So this is basically the very first step when the ticket gets created. And then from here, if you need to go back and forth with the tenants, that's where you get the photos and clarify the situation. Once you understand the situation, then you reach out to your vendors and you call or email them to confirm their availability to get an estimate. And once you get a confirmation, you put it on the calendar. A lot of times, some property manager will also be communicating back and forth with the landlords for approval if it's over a certain amount. And then after you have everything ready to go, landlord confirms, vendor confirms, that's where you send out a notice of entry to the tenants in your property management software. And as the vendor goes through this whole process, you might also be updating what the vendor says, what the problem is, what the progress is on the property management software task. And then after the work is done, you follow up with the tenants, and you receive a confirmation that everything's resolved from both tenants and vendors, and you update the owner and close out the task. And the last step will be calculate the owner charges based on the invoice that you receive, and then you process the payment for the vendors and fully close out the task. This is a typical workflow for a regular property manager. Now, on the flip side, I'm going to show you exactly how I'm using AI agents to handle most of the workflow. Okay, so when the maintenance ticket gets created by the tenants, my AI agent is going to read through everything, gather the right information, and maybe go back and forth with the tenants to clarify the issues, and then you'll find the right vendors for that specific task. This whole process doesn't actually get to me until I need to actually approve the task by the AI agent. So the AI agent is basically an employee who verifies everything, bring the solution to me, and you'll ask me if I agree to its own assessment. You'll give me three different options to proceed: yes, edit, or cancel. Yes means that we're proceeding with this action. Edit means that maybe the vendor is not entirely correct, so I need to train the agents to how to select the right vendors, and typically I give the reasons and add it into the memory. And the third one is cancel, because maybe at this moment I already know that the landlords or myself have a different arrangement set up for the property, so I'm just gonna skip the entire process. So three different actions for me to verify. And once I confirm that we're proceeding with this action, which will go into the next flow, agent number 2 now will contact the vendors to verify their availability, get the estimate, and then once it's all done, then it books into my calendar automatically. So at this moment, I'm not really touching anything. I just see that the events gets created on my Google Calendar. And once that's done, you automatically go into my property management software to update the task, let the tenants know, and send out notice of entry. And all of this doesn't actually need to involve me. Any back and forth communication with the tenants and the vendors will all be done by AI until it actually matches the availability for both parties. Once it's done, vendor goes out there, then the agent will notify me that the work has been completed. Okay, and you'll verify with the tenants that the job is actually completed. And then the agent number 4 now will be waiting for the invoice to come in from the vendors. And once that's done, you'll prompt me again that the invoice is down, the task has been completed, tenants confirmed it as well. Now we're moving forward with the payments for the vendors. And all I need to do right now is to kind of step in if I really want to cover everything's good, and I just need to give a go ahead for the agent number 4 to process the payment and book everything into the property management software. After I give the thumbs up, task will get closed, and then everything will be logged. And the only time that actually involves me is the approval process on the vendors, because if they dispatch the wrong vendors, then I need to go through the back and forth escalation process, which is something that I don't want to do. So I set out the approval process in here. And the second time that I need to actually go through this is whether there's an escalation, which tenant says that it's not done and then we're receiving the invoice, or I can just say, yes, everything's done, we're releasing the payment for the vendors. So it's actually that simple. If you compare these two, the typical process is about 2 to 3 hours per request, just a lot of back and forth, a lot of admin work. And the new process, honestly, is just a couple seconds for you to approve it and everything will be handled. And I understand what you're thinking. This seems to be a little bit scary because all of a sudden, a lot of work that's involved with a human decision is no longer there. So how does it actually look from tenant's point of view, to landlord's point of view, to vendor's point of view? And here's the diagram that you're going to see exactly how everything flows. So from the tenant's point of view, they send a request, agents will handle everything, they get a notice, and then they'll get confirmation that the work is done. Basically 3 different point of contacts from the tenant's point of view. It's the same with or without agents. And from the vendor's point of view, they get contacted with the right instruction, with the photos, with the description of the work, and with your initial assessment. And with the approval process, you'll know that the right vendor is being contacted. All they're doing right now is to confirm the time. And by the time the work is done, they basically just send in the invoice, so there's 2 different contacts for you. Now, where things are very different is you as a property manager. Instead of you going through everything, now you have the first agent, second agent, book calendar, send out the invoice, log into PMS, which is all the typical back and forth that a property manager needs to do. You're basically designing a agentic AI to run the day-to-day for you so that they're your assistant and all you have to do is to do a QC on them until the task is closed. And this is why property management industry in the near future is going to be all the property manager is doing the QC, not the actual admin work anymore. All the day-to-day communication now can all be replaced by the AI. And this is how the profitability of the property management industry is going to continue to scale up. So the future of a property manager's responsibility is going to be doing the QC on the agentic agent's workflow. And the second thing is to keep increasing the vetted vendors into the vendor list so that the AI agent knows who to dispatch to. Everything else in between can all be handled by the AI. Now we understand exactly how the entire workflow looks like and how it interacts with all parties. Let's get into the more details about how to set things up. So first thing first, we need to understand that there's gotta be a trigger. Trigger is from the tenant's communication. Once a maintenance ticket gets created by the tenants, this is where you can use a software like NAN or Make.com. It's an automation tool that will watch the incoming task and then bring into your workflow. Okay, so that's the trigger. Now the second thing is the automation workflow. This is where I started design the workflow for agent number 1, 2, 3, 4 to handle different type of workflow. I don't want one agent to be working on so many different things because you'll naturally create the error. So I want one agent to be working on one workflow specifically, even though this is all maintenance workflow. I'm going to be designing the rules between the agents and then passing the message from one agent to another using Claude. Once I have all of this set up, then this is where I can start adding the AI brain in here to read the text message, to reason, to write the replies, to decide which vendor, to draft the notice, to process the invoice, so I don't have to touch any of the admin work and the AI agent will just focus on the workflow based on what you have. Okay, so adding the AI brain is something that I'm literally going to give you all the prompts so that you can add it into your workflow. So the AI brain is literally the prompt that I'm using through Claude, so that the AI agent has its own memory and a skill set so that you can literally have them do a specific task based on what you need them to do. And the last thing I wanted to mention is that building this entire automation, you also need to connect in multiple different software. Property management software, doesn't matter if you're using Yardi, Apolio, BDM, Rent Manager, and all those software, they're just a database. Okay, they're accounting software, they're not really an operating platform. And what I'm using the AI agent for is to connect everything in between. And this is basically how we're operating a property management operation on a daily basis. We're not just using one software, we're literally using multiple different platforms. Okay, so 4 apps that I always connected: Twilio, so that I can send out the notification entry through text message. Second is the Gmail to pick up the maintenance tickets or the invoices. Third one is the Google Calendar, so I can see where the vendors are going at which time. And the last one is the property management software with the API access. And this is really important because this will allow the AI agents to update the task without me going in there and typing out myself. Okay, now after you understand all of this, all you have to do is to start giving the AI brain. So I'm going to give you the template here. You can literally take a screenshot or message me so that I can give you all the prompt. AI agent number 1, you're going to be given this prompt. So you're the property manager intake agent for your company. When the tenant message arrives, you can extract the tenant's name, unit number, issue description, urgency. And I want you to summarize the issue in 2 sentences max. Run the basic troubleshooting based on the issue type. And then the last one is review the vendor list that we created and then recommend the best matched vendors based on the trade type, availability notes, and the last use date. And I want you to send me, the property manager, text message in this format. and then wait for the approval before you do the next one. This is really key because this will allow me to control what they're doing and to assess whether or not the agent is actually doing the right thing. And then after that's done, you'll send out the notice to the tenants through text message or email using Twilio, and this will allow everybody to receive the text message. Okay, first one done. AI agent number 2, which I'm going to go back in here, is by dispatching the vendors. And this is the prompt that you want to use. You're the vendor dispatch agent, and you're triggered when the property manager approves the dispatch request. Okay, contact this vendor through email or text message. A lot of times we actually use text message because it's just a lot faster to get a response from the vendor. And then you add the appointments to Google Calendar, generate and send a notice of entry to the tenants using our software, and then update the task so that we know exactly what's being done for the property. And more importantly is that report it back to the property manager once it's done. And tool needed is a Gmail, Google Calendar, PMS, right access, and notice of entry template. And once it's done, the agent number 3 will take over. You'll trigger when the vendor reports the job is done through text message or anything. And this is where you send a confirmation to the tenants to also confirm that the work is actually done. If it doesn't get done or you have a conflicting information, basically do an escalation to the property manager so that the property manager can take over the manually or give you additional instruction to dispatch another vendor over. And basically what you need to do is to update the PMS task and log in to the pending invoice, take out all the information, monitor the vendor's email incoming invoice, and basically send a brief notice to the property manager to confirm everything's done. And this is a second checkpoint for the property manager right here to see if any more arrangement needs to be done, or we can just approve the payments for the vendors for the work. Okay, and the last thing that we need to do is to close out the task. I'm not gonna do it myself, so I have the agent number 4 to also handle the workload for me. And how you're going to design this role is that you're going to be an invoice agent for your company. You'll trigger when the invoice email arrives from a vendor, and then you want to parse the invoice, basically get all the information out, summarize it, and then check your owner charges on the dashboard, because sometimes there might be a markup that you want to add in here, and this is where you're going to be charged different amounts versus the amount that you're paying out to the vendors. Once the owner charge is confirmed, then basically you're sending the payment approval request. The AI agent will update everything, all the records in property management software, and also process the bills in your property management software. And once this is all done, you'll confirm with the property manager and you'll close out the task. And this is basically how we handle the entire process. And this is exactly how I'm using Claude to run through my property management business with only 3 employees. My team members are only doing the QC, building a relationship, and doing the income generating tasks for the company. And we literally delegated all the work down to the AI agents for all the admin work back and forth so that we can save a lot of time and increase the margin of our property management operation. Hopefully this is helpful. If you want our team to implement it for you, you can also go into excelcortex.ai, look through all the information and see if this is something that you want to implement. If you find this video helpful, make sure you like, subscribe, and then I'll see you on the next one.